We leave for Africa in 1 week.
They are desert boots.
How about these pants? They look like something out of Magnum PI.
This is old school. It's called Tiger Stripe Camo.
Yep.
And
straight out of the 80s.
Yep. I'm a little scared.
Scared of?
I'm scared of flying right now because there's so many terrorist attacks going on. So I'm a little scared of flying through London. I'm scared of flying over Northern Africa, where ISIS is. So I'm going to try to sleep through that part and not look at the map in the head seat of the plane. Oh, yeah.
When we were in Zimbabwe as a family, the four of us, we did the boys in one tent and the girls in the other. And the sad thing was that Steph and I were on the end, and it was at a camp where there was a water thing down below, and every night the elephants were down there at the water. Mm-hmm. But that was freaking me out because I'm on the edge of that, and if the elephants decided to come through, you could hear them pushing trees down all day and all night.
Yeah, why do they not just go on your...
Why not
Step
just
on your tent?
Exactly. And if that wasn't bad enough, there were mice in the tent. You'd hear them, scurrying across the thing, and the idea of having one run across my
I'm
face
helping her, Mom.
was freaking me out. It's the only
Thank
camp
you.
it's the
Thank you,
only
Donna.
time. Listen to me. The only time I've ever had that happen. But I got no sleep. I was in charge of Stephanie, and so somehow I felt like I was the person who was going to have to shoot the elephant, or let it kill my daughter. Huh?
Do you have a gun by your
Oh
bed?
yeah, we had our guns in our tents, but I was in charge of being that person, and I was so exhausted by the time it got to be about day 4, having had like an hour or 2 of sleep every night, maybe none of them ever connected. But I finally told Trey about it, and he said, well, "Mom, that's ridiculous." And he had carried a pillow all the way from home. The only person who did that. He said, "I'll sleep in your tent tonight. I'll get Steph to go sleep with Dad." And she and I had like a king-size bed in, and they had twins. So he came to spend the night in my tent, gave me his pillow. Oh my gosh, I slept so well because he was in charge, and I knew he could shoot better than I could have ever.
And you were so exhausted.
Oh my gosh, it was like, hand off, you're in charge now, I can just go to sleep and be the kid in the tent, and you can be in charge, and life will be good. Oh my goodness, I woke up so happy.
I told you I'm videoing every bit of this journey. Whatever happens, it's going to be part of this movie. So tell us what you're worried about. You're having a little bit of a freak out?
I am.
You're actually afraid of dying in Africa.
I am.
Tell us about that.
I have a lot of fears. I'm scared. I'm scared about... I've been dreaming for the last 4 nights about different things in my camp. Mama is biting me like this. And I'm dead. And you can't be still and you can't run because they've just got you.
Yeah, and they're really fast.
Yeah, and it's just like, fuck, you don't have a chance.
Yeah.
So I'm worried about that. Then I've had dreams about elephants rolling over trees or pushing over trees, and they just crashing on my tent. Because I'm going to be in a tent camp.
Yeah.
I'm not as worried about that in the lodge, but I'm worried about the tent camp. And then I'm worried about trying to go to the bathroom, and then a leopard trying to, just eating my leg off. I don't know. I'm just trying to pee. Last year, I felt like I had no clue. Now I've been there, I've seen some of the animals, and now I'm like...
So who's to blame for your fear level?
You and your father. For sure.
Why is that?
Because your dad.
What have we done?
You maybe read books. Well, part of books. Like Death in the Long Grass.
Yeah.
And
you've heard a lot of stories?
I've heard a lot of stories, and your dad has sent me photos of puff adders that he claims have been killed at our camp in the last week that are ginormous. And I have a big imagination. So when I sleep at night, I think about all my legs getting ripped off by a leopard, my face getting lashed by a lion, my tent being plummeted by an elephant. Well, I remember the first time I went to South Africa, the first day, every single reed or grass that rubbed my leg, I went and then you get in your element and you get competitive and you're in your zone and you feel okay, but I was totally freaked out that first day. But this trip, you men, Norton Colvin Jr. and Norton Colvin III, have made it so I'm freaked out about everything.